Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. My name is David Wilkerson, and this is Surplus Funds 101. I just wanted to start off by saying thanks for everybody who has watched the videos, subscribed to the channel, or even given out some PayPal donations. That's huge. In my spare time, I like to fly airplanes, and so that goes to funding the fuel expense and all the other aviation costs that are associated with that. But with that being said, I've gotten a lot of direct messages over the past few days of people that are specifically wanting to know how to sign up as a private investigator in the state of Ohio. Ohio is an amazing state. I know that it gets a really bad rep. It sits along the Rust Belt. It is an absolute gold mine for real estate transactions. That's another little side topic, and I would highly encourage you guys to dump some of the money you make doing surplus funds into real estate over there in Ohio, because the cap rates and the ROI is fucking unreal. But enough about that. Ohio is a great state. I've heard a lot of amazing things about it, and I just wanted to make a video and show you guys just the do's and the don'ts and the exact steps you need to take in order to start working that state. So here we go. Here's just some important details to consider, you guys. The max commission is 10%. Okay. So you're not going to be able to charge anything above that on any of your deals. Now, as far as collecting on accounts, I've brought this up in other videos. I mean, it's pretty standard that most cities or municipalities are going to make you wait 2 years to collect on an account. So what that means is that when you're going out looking at leads, don't look at anything that is newer than 2018. I know that it's coming towards the tail end of 2020 right now. We're going to snap over. But don't look at anything prior to 2018. The city, the states, they will not fund on those accounts, and you're going to waste your time trying to do that. Okay. Now, as far as registration with the state goes, you do not need to have a PI license in the state of Ohio. However, you do need to register with them. Now, if you were to just pause this and then type in this address right here, as a matter of fact, I might have highlighted this the wrong way. I think it might just be UNFD claims at .com.state.o.us. And then as far as the state goes, you guys, they pay the claimant directly. I've said this a lot. It's usually not that big of a deal. I mean, if you do enough deals, every now and again, someone's going to try to wiggle and not pay you. But, most of the time through my experience, along with a lot of the other guys I know that put up a lot of production, this really isn't that big of a worry. I know a lot of people freak out and they're like, oh my God, if I send a $30,000 check to the claimant, they're going to ghost me. And that definitely could happen. But most of the time, I mean, you sent a $30,000 check to somebody that didn't know they were going to receive it. They have the entire amount of money, and them paying you $6,000 of that for helping them recover that usually is never a problem. I mean, I bet you less than probably 3% of my accounts. I probably would say less than 1% do it. And I mean, once you have so many deals coming in, if one of them kicks, who the fuck cares? Seriously. Like if you have 15 or 20 deals you're working and one of them gives you some slack, let it go. And that's why I've always been a big proponent, you guys, to having a huge pipeline, really 10xing your activity to where you're not desperate and relying on one thing or one person. Because, when you get that mentality to where I need this right now, no matter what, dude, like it subcommunicates so many negative things. The best thing to do is just play it cool and act like you don't really care. And ironically, when you behave like you don't care, other people come running at you even faster. And that's something in life that I've never sat well with. I've always been like a handshake kind of guy and just done what I said. And so these little manipulative things that I know that they talk about in sales and marketing about doing takeaways, it's something that's always been fascinated me, but it's never been something that I've really liked. But anyways, you guys, I know I'm going on a little bit of a tangent. On a little side note, you guys, the state has very, very heavy fines and penalties for malpractice. And so on the website, they have an investigator handbook. I highly encourage you guys to read that top and down, and don't do anything that might be shady, or they might be bending the specific rules that they have in place. Okay. Now, as far as leads go, you have an online search and it's through missing money. So it's not the easiest, but it's not definitely difficult. And it's not something that would make me want to shy away from working in that state. And then as far as the paperwork or the agreements go, this is what they outline, that all the things that need to be in place on your paperwork, right? Well, let me summarize this for you guys, because I know you guys probably don't want to read all this. The paperwork I've shown in a lot of my other videos, it will work just as fine or just as well in the state of Ohio. Okay, I have no problem giving it to you guys. As long as you guys just give me a tiny little PayPal donation, I'll email it right over to you so you don't have to go through the time, energy, and effort of making sure all of these elements on the piece of paper that you need to get the claimant to sign in the right place, and that all the signatures get put in the right location and whatever it might be. Because when it comes to paperwork, you don't want to fuck paperwork up. Okay. Like if you go and you have a claimant sign something and it looks bad and you have to have them re-sign it, it strips all your credibility away. It's almost better to get it done the right way, right out of the gate, and not ever have to worry about it being flagged with the city, state, or municipality that you're working. So I have the paperwork. Like I said, if you guys just want to give me a small PayPal donation, I'll send it right over to you to save you guys the time, energy, and effort, and all the money you'd probably have to spend hiring an attorney to do it yourself. But overall, you guys, I've looked at a lot of different cities and states. Ohio, a lot of people are in there. Actually, I take that back. Not a whole lot of people are in there, but the people I do know that are in there, they're pulling consistent deals, consistent big deals out. And that's the bread and butter. Knocking down a really, really big fat deal, that's cool. We all love that. However, the real bread and butter is just having the consistency in your business. But you guys, my name is David Wilkerson. This is Surplus Funds 101. I just want to say thanks again for watching the video, subscribing to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Thank you. Bye-bye.